Hi, how you doing? It's Leanne Spencer of Body Shop Performance. This is week 2 of the Business Athlete series of Thrive in Fives. Last week we talked about what is the business athlete and what's the idea behind it. So if you haven't watched that video, jump back a week. But this week I want to really focus in on recovery. So my observation is that we aren't always doing too much, but we are almost always under-recovered. So what is recovery? Let's start there. Well, it's not kicking back with a cup of tea or a beer in one hand and the TV remote in the other and doing nothing for hours on end. It might be if you find that relaxing every now and again, but it's more about the little slithers of recovery you can get into your day. So I'm not necessarily expecting you to take a 2-week holiday after you've had a busy period at work, but can you take a few minutes out to get some sunshine on your face? Can you take a few minutes out to do some breath work, some meditation, spend time with your kids, stroke the dog, take the dog out for a walk in the woods and get the benefit of nature, speak to someone you find energizing, go and do a workout. That can be a form of recovery. Any form of heartfulness, which is doing something that you love, that's deeply about you, that you feel very connected to, like a hobby or a passion or a musical instrument or something. They're all forms of recovery, the same as sleep and baths and massage and everything else. I think if we got in a little bit more recovery throughout the day from a preventative standpoint, so I currently feel great, but I'm still going to take 5 minutes out to meditate and a couple of minutes of breathing or daydreaming out the window there, just to ensure that I'm sort of putting recovery in the bank, as it were. And then after a busy event, a busy period, maybe it's an all-day workshop or something that I've delivered virtually, I will definitely make sure to get a couple of hours of recovery-based activities in. Probably taking my dog around the park and just enjoying nature, enjoying the quiet and having my headphones on. But that's what a business athlete would do. That's what an athlete does. They have periods of intense activity or load followed by recovery. And if you were able to mimic that, I think you might extend the amount of energy you have and be a little happier, a bit healthier, a bit more resilient. So 2 questions. 1, what is recovery to you? And the second question is, where can you find the time for that in your diary? Just a minute here and there. It doesn't have to be long periods. Pepper the diary across the days and the weeks with little slithers of recovery. So I hope that makes sense to you. All the very best. Good luck, and I'll talk to you next week where we'll focus in on signals.